Alrighty, let's begin modeling the face. Alright, so as we zoom in here, both on the front and the side, we're going to start modeling with just a single plane. So zoom in here, we're going to just bring one plane right in above the eye. Now, that needs to be set to just one on both length and width segments. Then we'll move it forward so it's sitting on top of the eyelid. Back just a little. And then, actually, we need to work on the other side of the face. So it matches up the side of the face that we're working over here. And we're going to right click and convert this to an editable poly. Once it's an editable poly, we have all of our standard edit poly tools. And we can start moving everything around here. Now, I want to think about having more detail below the eye than I do above the eye, because as we get over the top of the head, we're basically dealing with some smooth curves, and below the eye we've got a lot more detail. So now when I go to edge and I do a shift dragging an edge creates a new polygon between the new edge and the old edge. So now we rotate, move, and as I rotate and move around here, I'm trying to think about making sure that all of these lines flow back into the eye, and I maintain one continuous set of edges all the way around. Go back to vertex here, move that up. So any area of the face that is relatively smooth, we want to look at having fewer polygons. Fewer polygons ends up meaning smoother surfaces. So then we'll select two edges there, and then we'll go to our bridge tool. So I bridge that across, and then we're going to go to vertex and start moving things back to align with the side view. Now, as I'm moving things back, I'm trying to look at where that is on the front of the face and resolve then where it should be at the side of the face. As I do that, I'll end up with a pretty smooth set of surfaces moving around that eye. So let's zoom in perspective here. And as we move around, we can see we end up with a relatively smooth object that does appear to actually have a lot of the correct structure of the human face. So we'll go back to border, we'll select that full set of edges all the way around, and then we're going to use the scale tool with the shift key to scale that up. And again, since I have the shift key held down, when I scale that up, I end up building an entirely new set of polygons all the way around there. So now we bring that in a little bit, and we start just adjusting where these vertices are. So here at the center of the face, near the nose, we're going to have to start moving that forward. So if I think about that curve that follows through there, it's definitely forward. We're going to have to kind of work our way through here, and as we work around the surface, we'll start to get a much better sense for where and how far forward that really should be. All right, that looks pretty good. Go back to border. Shift drag one more side out of there with the scale tool. If I think about the curve of the cheekbone here, there's definitely some deformation that these vertices need to be farther forward on the surface in order to help create the cheekbone coming out there. And then it's a matter of trying to keep things smooth. So that's a good start on the face. We'll have to bring some of this in a bit. Looks pretty good there. All right, so next we'll be taking a polygon from here, moving it down to the lips and starting to join them together to build the rest of the structure of the face.